Hi, this video is a little bit different than my usual pole tutorials. I've reached 50,000 subscribers on YouTube and 10,000 followers on Instagram almost at the same time. And I'd like to share with you more about my personal experience with social media and how it fits into the business strategy of thepoledancer.com. I've never talked about this publicly, but I see that it's important because I see that people often get fooled by shiny numbers. They assume that social media is the holy grail and the number of followers defines your success. Well, it's yes and no. First of all, the numbers that really matter from a business point of view, if you have a running business, is not the followers, but the number of customers and sales. How many people actually buy your products and turn into customers? Don't get fooled by any other shiny numbers, especially on Instagram. There needs to be a working strategy that turns those social followers into paying customers. Otherwise, it's just numbers that says nothing. That being said, here's the business strategy behind thepoledancer.com. I'm not an influencer and I don't plan to become one. I'm not interested in advertising and selling makeup, yogurt or whatever. I share my own knowledge and my expertise in pole dancing. And YouTube helps me reach my audience, pole dancers, you, and to grow my email list. Through my email list, I share even more tips, give personal feedback, I read and answer every email. And the most valuable thing for me is that I get to know you, to truly understand your problems and dreams with pole dancing. Sometimes I Skype for free with people because I learn from you just as much as you learn from me. You help me create quality content that helps you become a better pole dancer. This is my focus for my free material as well as for my paid material. Anything I sell has been tested in advance and I only launch it when I know that it really works. And that's what many people do wrong. They focus on making quick money instead of building a sustainable business. And here I just have to mention Ramit Sethi, who taught me how to build a sustainable business. I didn't invent this. His online courses taught me how this whole thing works. There are many online experts out there who claim to have the best working strategies and tactics about business, especially online business, but Ramit's material really stands out. If you think about starting your online business, I highly recommend his material. It truly works and a lot of it is for free. Back to social media. If you don't have a running business yet, you need to grow your audience first. And social media is often the right place to start. But not every social media is the right place. For me personally, YouTube has worked best to reach pole dancers and to grow my email list. How do I know? Because I write personally with most of my email subscribers. I know exactly how they found me, what they were looking for, and what made them join my list. Instagram, on the other hand, hasn't worked that well. Actually hasn't worked at all. It's sad because I know that pole dancers, including me, are on Instagram, maybe even more than on YouTube, but for some reason I've been having a hard time reaching them. Unless Instagram becomes my life and my obsession and I spend many hours a day planning and creating posts that get flooded down the feed and no one can find them anymore, spending hours to figure out the best performing hashtags. Hashtags, do they even work? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. No one really knows, it's a mystery. The algorithm of Instagram is changing constantly and there are constantly rumors about what time of the day you should post, which hashtags you should use, how many hashtags you should use, but no one actually knows. The algorithm of Instagram has been a mystery at the beginning, still is, and I don't know if it's changing for good. At least not for pole dancers with the whole shadow banning and everything. The so-called insights or analytics of Instagram are They don't tell much about my followers. 95% women. Okay, that makes sense for pole dancing. Between 25 and 35 years old. Makes sense too, although many of my email subscribers are older. But maybe they lie about their age. My insights also show that most of the followers have clicked on the brightest, most beautiful looking thumbnail of a post. Thanks! That's very helpful. I've actually learned more by going through the profiles of my followers and looking through them. And unfortunately, my followers are not coming from the mysterious universe of Instagram. Maybe just 1 of 100 people would tell me, I found you through Instagram. But no, people find my YouTube tutorials because I've decided to focus on quality content instead of pretty photographies. They try out my tutorials, they love them, join my list, then they discover my Instagram, and maybe they would recommend it further to someone else. This is the annoying part about Instagram when it comes to business. On a personal note, I really like Instagram when I don't have the pressure to post every day. Reaching 10K on Instagram is an awesome feeling because there's so much work behind it. But it doesn't mean much about my business yet. I can't tell much about selling on Instagram because I haven't experimented with it yet. I just hope that in the future, my material is going to reach more pole dancers also on Instagram. Because there are also rumors that after 10K, growing up your audience on Instagram becomes easier. But we'll see. One thing I know is that my focus will always remain creating the best tutorials and online courses possible that help pole dancers become confident in dancing, not just the fitness side of pole, become more fluent and graceful in their movements. No yogurt and no makeup selling. To sum up, the amount of your followers, it's not so important as you think. Important is how many of them are your true fans. Or if you have a business, how many of them are your customers. And if you're using social media just for fun, then why do you care that much about the number of your followers? You narcissistic attention seeker. Just kidding. I can keep talking about this forever, but if you have any specific questions about social media and business, related or unrelated to pole dance, write them down in the comments and let me know.